Good morning, everybody. I know I was supposed to do this upload on Friday, but I really just couldn't get to it. I was tired. I had it all laid out and I was just tired. But I want to discuss Cody Bigsby. Cody's 4 years old, gorgeous little boy. He went missing January 31st, 2022. Um, It's been 167 days since he's been missing. His father, Corey, stated that he last saw him at 2 a.m. in the morning. He was reported missing at 9 a.m. on the 31st. There was no Amber Alert issued because, according to Hampton police, they did not believe Cody was abducted. Volunteers searched the woods near the family home for weeks. Now, I have searched, I haven't seen any updates on this story since May, and we're now in mid July. During the time that the searches were being conducted, Corey was interrogated. Corey is the dad, and he admitted to leaving his young children at home while he ran errands. He admitted this. So during the interrogation and everything, there were searches being done. And I think it was a week later, I can't remember right now, but Corey was charged with 77 felony neglect charges. Since being arrested, Corey, the dad, has been denied bail twice. Well, I lied. Okay. June 13th, he went. Well, there hasn't been any updates on Corey, but on June 13th, there was a preliminary hearing was held, and there were four witnesses called. One witness was a Walmart loss prevention specialist, and that's because a Walmart security camera video showed Corey in Walmart alone on January 25th. During that time, he admitted to the police that he had left his young kids home alone. This is just ridiculous. It really is. Then you have two car dealership employees. There was another video from a car dealership where Corey was with he was with a child. This was December 13th. Then you have a detective that is now on the case. And that detective confirmed that Corey was away from his three youngest on December 13th for 6 hours. Corey admitted to leaving the kids at home alone while napping, as I said, because he added the kids were too much of a handful and he never thought about getting a babysitter. Again, guys, we don't know anything about the mother. I was just, when I was researching this the first time, the mother was supposed to have some type of mental illness, and she had left, and he had the four kids with them. Now, Corey's family back in March stated that the three other kids were in foster care. They don't say where the kids are in foster care at or with whom. So I'm assuming it's not a family member. Now, during this time, Corey had he had an attorney. What's his name? Jeffrey Ambrose. He had an attorney, Jeffrey Ambrose, and Jeffrey back in April put in a motion to withdraw from the case, and the judge granted it. But Jeffrey came out and he stated that he doesn't want anybody to believe that he withdrew from the case for any reasons, that Corey made any kind of confessions to him. He said that he just withdrew from the case for ethical reasons. Now, well, he said ethical conflict. And I'm just trying I'm trying to figure out, what does he mean by ethical conflicts? So when I went and I looked for ethical conflicts, And let me see if I can still find that. Um, because I was trying to figure out what did he mean by ethnical conflict. And what that means is ethnical conflict arises with an employee's personal beliefs collide with the organization's. Negative consequences such as stress, lack of organizational commitment, absenteeism, and turnover can ensue. Individuals should work together to achieve objectives. So that's the standard definition. And I looked for one for lawyers, and I was just like, okay. And the top ones, there are duties owed to opposing or third parties, criminal conduct, conflicts of interest, attorney fees, malpractice, solicitation of business, client confidence and privilege, misconduct involving dishonesty. Now, that's an ethics problem. But ethical issues for lawyers, that's what threw me. I still don't know how that pertains to his case. But anyway, and he made a point to say that it's not evidence of guilt. I'm trying to get it, but his new attorney, he has a new attorney now. Corey does, and what's her name? Amina Willard is his new attorney. So Amina Willard, she has hit the state with the cease and desist order. A cease and desist order. So she's saying that the police were reckless, dangerous. They created conditions where the Bigsby family could be targeted for more harassment and potential violence. Okay. Again, we have a 4-year-old boy missing. A 4-year-old boy. None of the other family members were mentioned. They're just concerned with Corey Bigsby. This little boy, Codi Bigsby, 4 years old, has been missing 167 days. And I did call Hampton, Virginia last week. And they said that there was nothing new on the case. Those were the words, because I was trying to figure out why I couldn't find anything. I called Hampton Police last week. I think it was Tuesday. And they stated there was nothing new in the case. So either they're not giving out information, but they're saying there's nothing new on the case. I have put the hotline information in the description. If you guys can, I'm going to post the poster on my community tab as well. If you guys can put up the flyers on your pages for Codi Bigsby, that would be awesome. Now, I'm going to play this, and I want you to hear what is being said at the police conference for the cease and desist order. Boy, 4-year-old Codi Bigsby was reported missing from his Buckroom household in Hampton in January of 31st. Police later expanded the timeline, asking for information from anyone who saw Codi since last November. Multiple searchers for. So now they're saying he hasn't been seen since November.
Named his father, Corey Bigsby, a person of interest in the case. He faces child neglect charges unrelated to his son's disappearance. His preliminary hearing is scheduled attorney recently
That
filed
happened
a
on
cease
June
and
13th.
desist order against several Hampton officials.
10 on your side's Aisha Tolliver explains why.
The letter was sent on behalf of Codi Bigsby's family. The order claims the Hampton police chief and other city officials engaged in a conspiracy to harass the Codi Bigsby family. In the middle of the search for missing 4-year-old Codi Bigsby, the boy's family is calling out Hampton leaders on how they've handled the case. Over the weekend, a cease and desist order was sent to Hampton Police Chief Mark Talbot, Mayor Donnie Tuck, and City Attorney
This is
Sharon
what I was
Cordell
talking
Ivory.
about.
It claims Chief Talbot made statements that were reckless, dangerous, and created conditions where the Bigsby family could be targeted for more harassment and potentially violence. Paperwork says Talbot's comments during the investigation have brought additional emotional and psychological injury to some of Codi Bigsby's family members. Attorney Amina Matheny Willard highlighted 2 incidents in the order. The first, February 25th, when Talbot is quoted as saying, "I could give you more direction if the people who said they love Codi Bigsby gave us more direction."
Yep,
The
he
second,
said that.
on February 28th, she says several members of Codi Bigsby's family came to Virginia from out of town to help move items from the Bigsby home. While doing that, they were approached by several people. She then links a Facebook Live video from a community member that recorded the incident. One comment made in that social media recording by the community member to the family says, quote, "All of them got something to do with his disappearance. All of them." Paperwork says because of this verbal attack, one of the family members had a panic attack and some had to have treatment for depression and PTSD. Now, the city confirms they have received the letter, but they have no comment on the threatening litigation or the active investigation of Codi Bigsby. I also reached out to Matheny Willard, and she is not commenting at this time. I'm Aisha Tolliver. It's on your side.
So Amina is the new attorney, and she's the one that issued the cease and desist. Now they're saying that, well, I guess according to this Facebook thing, which I didn't see that one, stated that all of them had something to do with it. You know, the belief that it takes a village to raise a child, but they're stated that family members came in from out of town. I don't know why this man never got a babysitter. I don't know what the hell. 2 a.m. is the time he said he last saw his son. Was that when he checked in on him? Was that when he went to bed? No one's stating that. But again, January 31st, 167 days. And there's still no update on this child's whereabouts. So I just want you to keep Codi Bigsby in your prayers. Pray for the other siblings. There's 3 now in foster care. So again, they never said they were with family members, but this little boy is 4 years old. Thank you for listening. I appreciate it. Thank you. And you guys have a blessed Sunday. Bye.